I'm Manujith. So let me give a bit of background about this problem. So several months ago, we were approached by a US healthcare services provider. He came to us with a very unique problem. So he has several hospitals. So he employs medical professionals. In employing these people, his HR get a massive task, that is for each person, they have to verify tons of documents. Let's say the degree certificate. So the employee needs that degree certificate, but this should be verified by calling to the particular university and getting the verification for the authenticity of the document. So now this seems really trivial, right? But scale it up to 30 documents per user and then 1,000 medical professionals, this becomes pretty hectic. So we crunched the numbers and we found out that at least 16 documents need to be verified per medical professional in US, and each document verification costs at least on average $100 US. And when we get it onto the very bigger scale, in US, $1 billion US are spent just for verification of documents in the healthcare industry. So we were wondering why. Is the United States of America, why are they actually not doing anything to this? It's not like you can it's not like one guy can do all the verifications, put it on a server and share it with everyone. Why? Because there's no credibility. These servers can be hacked, it can be manipulated, people can be bribed. These are very practical issues. And then there's no trust, and moreover, there's no incentive to anyone to provide their hard work free of charge, right? So I'm a company, I do all the manual labor tasks and I'm giving away my things for free now. So ladies and gentlemen, we provide you blockchain, a fully decentralized platform that enables the reuse of document verification with high credibility and undeniability. So how blockchain resolves this problem? First thing is, let's say there are two entities, hospital A, hospital B. Hospital A does the manual tedious task of verification documents, and then he puts it on our blockchain. Why? Why would he do that? Simply because we have a very well-built incentive model. The incentive model serves the purpose such that when another entity comes and wants to see the verification once done by the previous entity, the first verifier gets paid through our model. And thirdly, this is very transparent. This does not have a central authority. This is based entirely on the peer trust. So peers give a trust score to each other, and based on that only, we trust these verifications. So this is fully decentralized, and no one can deny any transaction that happens on this network. So it's quite natural, right? So there is a blockchain application. So for us, blockchain is not something we put instead of MySQL. No. For us, blockchain is not about technical feasibility, but more about the operational feasibility. Do we really need blockchain here? That's the first question we asked. So we did our research and we identified three stakeholders in this network: the employer, the employee, and the verifier. So these three entities have to interact in our blockchain, but they have to have incentives as well. So we figured out the incentive model, we figured out the protocol. This is outlined in our white paper. So we figured out these things, and then we finally came down to the interfacing. So blockchain is a complex business. We need to interface it out to make it really simplified so all these medical professionals can use it. So for the task of demoing, we are going to go with some of the screenshots. We really don't have much time for most of the demoing purposes. So you can see these are very basic interfaces. This actually hides most of the blockchain implementation details, wallet details, everything is in. So let's come, so this is our technology stack. We have blockchain on Ethereum, and then we have IPFS, which stands for Interplanetary File System, because everything, even the documents in our system are distributed, fully distributed, nothing centralized. And not JSON pages, of course. And then we have the SMS API. This is quite vital because sometimes we need the consent of the employee. For this consent taking, we use the SMS API. So how are you going to make money out of this? That's the big problem, right? So we are going to have an initial coin release where we will be releasing 90,000 tokens, each valued at $10 US. Along with that, we will be having 1% transaction for each transaction happening in our network. So we are projecting $50,000 revenue after the 2 years. This is considering the very slow adaptation rate. So most blockchain application fails at the market entry level simply because there's no way they can enter into the market to gather the users. But for us, luckily, there's a clear-cut way. We already have a healthcare provider who's really willing to such a solution comes up. So he's willing to integrate into our platform. And then the employees are, of course, willing because they need the jobs, right? They are willing to enter our platform, and then we have adaptation and expansion, which will be slow processes, we know, because expanding into other markets, unlike healthcare, it's going to be a slow process. but with ICEO we are going to find the required funds. Thanks a lot.